Hello, my dear learners. How are you all? I hope you all are doing good. So, my dear learners, here I welcome you all in your computer class. In this class, we will start chapter number, which chapter? Of course, 8th, chapter number 8. And the name of the chapter is Links and Tables in HTML. Okay, so let's see. We already know in the previous chapter also we discussed about HTML. We know what is HTML, how we create tables, how we set boundaries in it, how we change the background of the web page, how we add some pictures in it. Yes, in the previous class we already discussed. Now we will see how we can able to create links. We know normally links are there, that is in the blue form, in which when you click on the links you directly go in that page. So how we can create these links or tables in HTML. Tables is clear. Tables we already made in what we can call in Microsoft Word. Okay, so that table. So these two things how we can able to create in HTML. Let's see all these things in this class. Okay, so let's start. So first, hi, I am Marvin. In the previous chapter, we have learned about lists and types of lists that can be used in HTML. In this chapter, we will learn about the tables in HTML. So in this chapter, we will see about tables. First, how we create tables in HTML. Tables is clear to you? So how we can create it? Okay. So let's start with tables in HTML. This is the topic. What's topic? Tables in HTML. So table help us to organize data in a row and column. Of course, so table help us to, what help us to? Table help us to organize your data in a row and column. It help us to represent data systematically and in an organized way on a web page. Of course, tables are there to organize all your work in a systematic order. The basic structure of the table tag consists of following tags. So in the table tag, there are some basic or some important, we can say tags are there. Okay. So let us discuss what are these table tags. First, we will see in this tag. Tag is clear to you. In the HTML, we already know some are tags which we have we have to use at the time of starting and at the time of ending also. Okay, and always tag is under the bracket, this type of a bracket. So this is a table tag. What's tag? Table tag. So table tag marks the beginning of the table in a web pages, and table, of course, table also has opening and closing. See, okay, in the opening we can write table and in the closing we write /table. Tag marks the ending of the table in HTML. Of course, this table dash sign marks the ending it. Okay, in the we can say beginning it we can write this table, and in the ending we can write this table. So there are various attributes of the table tag. So there are we can say how we can create a table. So in while creating a table, different tags we can able to use. Okay, so we will see about attributes of table tag. What we will see? Table tags attributes. Okay, this thing we have to see. Okay, so now start. So the various attributes of table tag are border, height, width, cell spacing, cell padding, background, BG color and border color. Mostly in the tables, what are the editing you want to do? Of course, you have to set the width, height, background of the table. Okay, so these things you have to set. BG color, background color, cell padding, cell spacing between. Okay, length and breadth of the table. Okay, so let us discuss, look at the table given below, and we have these some details are mentioned here. Attributes, description and examples are here. Okay, first attribute, while making a table you have to make a border. Okay, you have to make a border. So see what's the description of it. So this attribute defines the border thickness around the table. What they tells you about the thickness of the border. Okay, so they tells you about border thickness around the table. The value is given in pixel. Of course, the value is given in the pixel. Like here, I am writing the table border is I will highlight this page for you because it is very important. So table border is 3. So table border always been in the pixel form. Okay. So when we make a table, so we make a border around the table. Okay. This is called border. Second one is border color. So you have to make a border color also. Border is clear to you? It is clear how we make a border. Now you have to give color to the border of the table. Okay, so that is border color. So the description of that is it attributes specifies the color of the border of the table. What they specify? The color of the border of the table. And it is, of course, it is written border, we can say right, table VG color, that is green. So that means you want your border of your table should be in a green color. So that's why we can write this green color. Next is BG color. BG color means this attribute specify the background color of the table. BG color means the background, which background color you want in your table. So here I select the pink color. So my background of my table is in the pink color. You can choose any color according to your choice. Okay. Next is background. So what is the difference between BG and background? BG is the background color and background means this attribute sets the image as a background of the tables. Here with the help of this background feature we can able to set an image as a background in your table. Okay, so background is different and image as background is different. And here I will write table background, like I want flower pictures as a image in my background, so I write flower. Okay, and flower is always write in a quotation mark, and this picture should be in the JPG form or in the PNG form. Okay, so these things we already discussed all these things in the previous class also. Okay, I am hoping so that you revise the chapter number. Which chapter? Very good, 7th chapter. Okay, 7th. This is the 8th chapter. So in the 6th chapter and the 7th chapter we discussed all these things. What is BG color? How we can set background color? Okay, so now I want to set width and height of my table. Okay, so this attribute set the height and the width of the table. So they set up the width and the height of my table. So the value can be given in percentage or pixel. Of course, here we can write the value in the percentage and in the pixel. So the table height is 20%, width is 20. So width is different and the height is different. Okay, so here we can set. Okay, now cell spacing. Between the cell, I won't give spacing. Cell is clear to you, where the rows and columns intersect each other, so make a cells. In the Excel sheets, in that we can say we have cells all around. Okay, so cell spacing means between the cells I want to give space. So this attribute is used to set the space between the two adjacent cell in the table. So with this feature we can able to set a space between them. The value is specify in pixel. Of course the value is in the pixel. So here I want table cell spacing, that is 4. Here I want the spacing between the cell is 4. Okay, now cell padding. So what is cell padding? So this attribute is used to set the space between the cell border and the cell content. The value can be specified in pixel. So of course this value also be specified in pixel. So cell spacing is also in pixel and cell padding is also in pixel. Cell padding is clear to you. So this attribute is used to set the space between the cell border and the cell content. There should be a space between the cell border and cell content. See, all these things is here. Can you see this table? See, my background of my color is the we can say green color. Yes, I cannot set the image as a background. Flower image I am not able to set here. Okay, but I am give a spacing between the cell. Can you see a spacing between the cell? And also border and my cell is have a space between them. Can you see? Zoom it out when you, then it is easily visible to you. So this is cell spacing, cell padding. Okay, and background color, length and width, length and height is according to what you can write here. Okay, so these are the things. Here see, you can write I want my border color is green. I want, okay, so I want my background pink. So it is not pink, but see, can you see here it is pink. Okay, here I want border as a which color? Green color. Can you see? I rub this one. See? Okay, so these things are there. Okay, now Let us learn the other tags that can be used in table tag to create the table in HTML. Let's see some other tags also. First tag is tr tag. Which tag? Tr tag. So this tag helps us to insert a row in a table. With the help of this, what thing we can able to insert? A row. That is tr. So this tag helps us to insert a row in a table. It divides the table into row. Of course, it divides the table into rows. Okay, here we can divide it into the row. See, what other thing I want to say? Oh, this table which I am giving to you, this table is based on this programming. Okay, so TR is clear to you. It means it is for when you want to insert a row. So we write TR. Okay, so it divides the table into rows. The number of pairs of TR and dash TR determine the number of rows in a table. Okay, so it is for the rows. TR, R means row, and TH means heading. So this tag is used to give the heading in the cell of a table. T and H for heading. So if you want to write a heading in a table, with the help of this tag we can able to add. The text that is written between TH and dash TH appears central, aligned and bold. Of course, this is a heading, so it should be in a bold and should be in a center. Okay, aligned to center. In the alignment also we can see we can align any text to the left side, to the right side, to the center side also. Okay, next is TD. D for data. So this tag is used to enter data in a cell. With the help of TD, we can able to add data in the cell. It defines a cell in a table. What it defines cell in a table. This row in the table can be divided into data cell using TD tag. You can add anything like text, images in a list and hyperlink in a data cell. Of course, it is for data. So in the form of data, you can add anything, whether it's an image, whether it's a list, whether it's a hyperlink with the help of TD. So TR is the for row, TH for the heading, TD for the data. Okay, so these are the short forms of it. So a row can be one or more. So TD or TH tags which determine the columns in the table. Now that caption tag is also there. Caption tag means this tag is used to give heading for the tables. So we are using this tag to give the heading in it. Okay. So now we will see use of border color and BG color. Here it is written very small, but we will try to understand it. Okay. I will zoom it out if it possible to see, because no, it is not visible. Yes, now it is. I am opening it is visible to you. Can you see here? So see. So now I am see HTML heading is there. Here I am heading tag is there. Okay. So I want my BG color is pink. Can you see? BG color means the background color. Okay. So this is the, and I want 4 border color, that is in the red color. So my border should be in the red color. It is written here also. And these are the things I want, marks of students in Hindi, English and all these things, and their marks is written here. Can you see all these things? Okay. So I'm hoping so. Now we can able to put it out here. See, my border is for red color, my background is for green, like my background is for pink color, and my table color is green, and the marks of student is here in this. Okay, it is just because we write all these things in my programming. Okay, now I want to add background with height and align text of table. So let's see how I can able to do. See this thing, tell this thing. See, heading also, and pink color I want. Here the table background, see this thing I want. Here I want my text should be in the center. My border is for 6 pixel, height is there, height is 70%. Okay, you know, it should be in the pixel form or it should be in the percentage form. So here I write in height in the percentage form, and here I write number of name of my students, marks in Hindi, marks in mathematics. Here I am writing the marks of it. See, DD means data. Data is written here, and then closing of my HTML program. Now can you see here? These things are written here. Okay, so this is how we can say. Now, use of cell spacing and cell padding, in which I want to give space. See, now we can see I have in this data, we can see a space between the cell. Can you see? Every cell has a space between them because I am putting the option cell spacing also and cell padding. In the cell padding, can you see the border and the cell also have the space? Can you see this space? So this is cell. Very good. This is cell padding, and cell spacing means between the cell, the difference, there's a gap between the cell is known as cell spacing. Cell spacing and cell padding is totally clear to you? I'm hoping so it is clear to you. Okay. So now I am mentioning it over here also. Can you see? Border and everything is the same one. Okay. Now I want border is also blue color. See, I am changing the border color of my, see, I am writing it blue color and background is from pink color. Okay. And here I want some monuments name here. Okay. And here I want, see, first option is Red Fort, I want this data, and second option New Delhi, I want this data. Okay. Next, it is in the Gateway of India and it is in Mumbai. So I am writing the name of monument and their answer. Like Red Fort is in India, Delhi, and Gateway of India is Mumbai. See, Red Fort is in New Delhi, Gateway of India is Mumbai. Okay, so this is known as cell spacing. It is mentioned here, and cell padding is the space between this. Now we will see some attribute of TR. TR means row, TD data, and TH means heading. See, now I also writing my heading should be in a bold letter and should be in the red color. See, text should be, all the text should be red color, and it is should be aligned in center. So that's why my this thing is aligned to the center of it. Okay, so I am rubbing all these things, that's why we can see each and everything is clearly. Okay, now we will see some other thing, that is attributes of TR, TD and TH tags. So there are many attributes of these tags that help us to control the alignment and background of the row or the cell in a table. So what they control? Background and the row or the cell of the table. See, these are the some alignments. We already know aligned, BG color, row span, call span. Let's see क्या है. Alignment. Align. What's that? Align means? Align means this attribute is used to specify the horizontal alignment of the text within a cell. Okay, here within a cell, you want for what you want for that. Okay, so this alignment can be set as right, left and center. So you want your text should be at the left side to be right side to be center side. So here you can write TR. Align means at center, means you want your text should be at center. Now BG color. BG color means this attribute set the background color of the row or the cell. So they set the background color, that is TR. TR means row. Okay, if you want to add some row. Okay, so here I want BG color is red. Now row span. So this attribute specify the number of row to which a cell should span. It can be used as TD or TH. See, I want row span means it's the number of rows I want. So here I write 2. I want 2 rows only. You can change according to you. You want 3 rows, you can write 3. Next is call span. What's a call span is? So this attribute specifies the number of column to which a cell should span. It can be TH or TD. See, now we will see all these attributes here in this programming. So we can use this BG color attribute at all the 3 levels, that is table, row and space in the cell also. Okay, so table also, row also, and in the cell also we can use these attributes. But the following points to be noted while using these attributes. You have to follow these points. First point, the BG color at the table level is covered by the BG color at the row level. Second, the BG color at the row level is covered by the BG color of the data cell level. Okay, and the same thing will applicable when we use the aligned attributes at the row and the data cell level. Okay, see, again also I am zooming for you. It is not so much hard. Okay, it is just you have to see something. See, all the things is Clear to you? Now this is the same thing. This is here. This is also the same. Like I want my breadth should be this, height should be 70%, width should be 50%, my text should be aligned at center. BG color I want red. Okay, my background color. Name of my student should be there. And TH means it should be in the heading form. Okay, and marks of my Hindi students, marks of my math students. Here I want my text should be at right side. BG color is purple. See, can you see here? This is in the purple color because I choose this one. Here I choose the C, and it should be in the right side. Okay, so it should be in the right side and purple. And which is Rohit marks should be in the purple color. Next things is that here we can see the marks of other students is as the same as the we can say it's no change, but only the marks of Rohit is changed. Change means the color of that row is changed. Now we will see use of row span and col span attributes in a table. So whenever we need to merge cell vertically or horizontally, then we need to use row span or col span. Of course, when we have to merge some vertical or horizontally, row span. Okay, so whenever we need to merge vertically or horizontally, then we use row span or col span. Use of col span, TD. So how we can use? See, here I am giving you the two examples. See, HTML is there, body BG color is there, and the text should be in the red color. Okay, see, these are the two things we can say. Okay, the table of this is, yes, the table is here. Okay, so I am writing the border of my color is in blue color, my BG color is pink color, and and I want the categories like this. See, this programming does not have the table, so it is without the table, it is writing like that. So you have to understand like this only, okay, because they do not explain this programming with the table. Okay, so here I'm first thing I am writing the category, means I want to write movie director. In the row span I want to, and the BG color should be the blue color. Say I want all these things here. So it is mentioned here also, we can see here also. Okay, so this is the thing we can use. Now we can see use of links in HTML. So how we create links in HTML. Now I am hoping, so how we create tables, how we add borders, how we change the color of my background, all these things. Now we will see how we create links in HTML. So while using the internet, at times when we click on any text or image, another document or web page opens up on the screen. These texts or images that open up another page called hyperlink. Of course, these are the hyperlinks. Hyperlinks means when we click on that link, and it will automatically open some other page or some other websites. It's known as a link or a hyperlink. Okay, so tags used to create links. So how we can create these links? Okay, let's see. So anchor tag, that is A. So this is anchor tag. So we can say anchor tag is used to create a hyperlink between our web pages. So this tag is used to create a hyperlink between the web pages. So the text or the image written between A and A dash will be displayed as hyperlink. Of course, this tag is used to create a hyperlink. If you are using this A and A dash tag, means you are creating a hyperlink or you are creating a link. Okay, so link is something when you open that link, it will transfer you to some other page or some other website of it. Okay, for example, when in the WhatsApp some link is sent to you, when you open that link, maybe it's the link of Amazon, maybe it's a link of YouTube, maybe a link of a YouTube channel or something like that. Okay. Now, so we will see some attributes of A tag. A tag means the anchor tag, means the tag which is used to create a hyperlink. So that first is we can say href. What's that? Href. So it specifies the path of the link. It specifies the which thing? Path of the link. And the name means the this attributes link section of the same web page. Okay. Now we will see some types of linking in HTML. What are the links that can use in HTML? Okay. So there are three types of link that we can use in HTML. So there also have types of links available in it. Okay. So first is external link, which is external link. Okay. External linking means this type of linking help us to connect between different web pages. Okay, it is external means here we can connect to one web page to another web page. Okay, so this type of linking help us to connect between different web pages. Okay, so you can connect with different web pages with the help of some external link. When we click a hyperlink, a new web page to which the link has been created is displayed in the browser window. Let us create two web pages, page 1 and page 2. So it is connect these two pages with the help of this external linking. So the coding of page 1 HTML is, see this thing, one HTML body is here, BG color is light blue color and text should be in the red color. See, background should be in the blue color and the text is in the red color. Here I am adding these, see, I am adding this links here. So can you see this A and A dash is here? Can you see this A and A dash is here? Because I am putting this link and this link. Okay, one link is for this and second link is for yahoo.com link. Can you see the when you enter this programming, it will transfer into this one. Okay, just because you are creating two links with A and A dash. If you are adding something, A and A dash is in the beginning and in the end, it create a hyperlink of it. And when you click on this link, it automatically switch to you some other window or some other web page. Okay, so these are the things. So page 1, here we can see yahoo.com. These are the coding. See, other thing is also here. See, I want BG color, light blue color, text is red. So here I want one only one heading I want. See it, this thing, and it should be in the center. See, so this is the second page. So this is the second page. Here I do not add any heading. Here only I write the add only the background, only the text color, and text should be in the middle and it should be in the form of heading. So heading should be in a bold letter, heading should be at the center. So all these commands which I am giving, it's translate. Now second thing, this one is that here body should be BG color should be the light blue color, text should be the red. This is the same thing. Here I am adding the link also. See, two links I am here adding also. See this thing. Okay, it should not be like this, it should be like this one. Okay, this one. Now clear? Now we will see some internal linking. External linking is clear to you, in which we can able to move on some other pages like this. Okay, so let's see some internal linking. So internal linking help us to link various sections of the same web page. So we can able to interact, we can able to what we can say link in the same web page. You do not have to open any other page of that link. We can it's the internal linking. So this type of linking help us a user will view the desired section of a page quickly when there is a long document. Okay, so this help the user to quickly move to the information they needed. So how we create these internal links? Let's see. Step 1, give the name to the section which with which you want to create a link with the help of the name of the attribute like a tag. So here we can see this thing. Here this thing I am adding. Okay, so it is internal linking means it cannot open some other document. Here we can see it is do not open any document. It is open something that is written in between this one. Okay, next is that we use this href attributes like a tag refer to the name of section of ABC preceded by the symbol also. See these things, if I am adding these things, so it will automatically convert it into that paragraph. Okay, this is how we add. Now we will see email linking. So what is email linking? So we need Melto keywords before the href attributes of anchor tag A. For example, to link the text, contact us to the email address Sania 123@gmail.com. You can write the following HTML code. So here you can write this HTML code because you want to linking email as a linking. Okay, so here you will write A and A dash, and here you can write the email of that person. Okay, now we will see creating frames in HTML. Tables linking is clear. Now we create our frames. So let's see how we can do. So we must have observed that when you open a HTML document in a browser window, when it takes up the entire size of the browser, but if you want to display more than one web page on the browser window, then it should be done with the help of frame. With the help of frame we can do. So let's see what is a frame. Okay, we can see what is a frame, how we can create these frame. Okay, these things we can see. So let's see what is a frame. So a frame is a way to organize our website. Of course, with the frame, we can organize your website. Of course, like a table also used for organizing your work. So frame is also used to organize your work. It helps us to divide the page into a number of rectangular segments of different purpose. Of course, it divide your page in a rectangular segments with different purpose. It allows multiple browser window to display as a independent window with one browser window. It helps us to create flexible designs and display the information in an organized way rather than displaying everything on just one frame. Okay, it cannot display everything in for we can say in an organized frame. We can see in the frame we can see all these things. So frame help us to represent a website in an interesting way. Of course, frame is there to represent your website in a very interesting way, as we can include specific themes for the site and insert logos, banners and images. Of course, in the frame we can add all these things. So this or we can say the navigations menu that we create in frame is not required to be downloaded again and again whenever we visit a new page. We only have to change the content of the page. Let's see how we can create these frames. So that's why our web page become very interesting. Okay, so creating frames in HTML. Let's see. So frame can be created HTML using iframe tag. Which tag? Because HTML is used, in the HTML we use different tags. So we use iframe tag. So this is iline frame that creates a new document embedded inside the current HTML document. Okay, so let's see how we can attribute some attributes for iframe tags. Which tag? Iframe tags. So let's see. So the attributes of iframe tags is as follows. First is src. What's that? src. src, with the help of src attributes, we can define the path of the document that we want to be displayed in the inline frame. Of course, with the help of src, we can able to define the path of my document. And with the help of syntax, means iframe src value, height and width also we can able to define, we can able to add, we can able to put the frame height and width. Okay, so in the height and width, this attribute help us to control the size of inline frame. Of course, in the inline frame we can control with their height and width. And syntax, height and width we can use. Okay, in the syntax we can use the value of it. See, this is the thing I am telling to you. See, in the frame size, I want the height should be this and the width should be this. Okay, so it should be like this. Here we can see, and all my text should be in the red color, it is mentioned, and it is in the blue color, and it should be written this paragraph I want to write here, and heading should be this thing. Okay, next, everything I mentioned, and it is like this. Okay, now we will see how I add borders and iframe in it. Okay, if I want to add some borders in my frame, so can I add? Of course. So with this property, we can define the iframe with or without borders. Of course, we can able to define, or we can able to show your frame with or without border. The attributes are, so these are the some attributes of the border. First is border width. Of course, the width of the border. Border style also we can choose. Border color also we can choose. Which color you want to see in your border. Which border style you want, which border width you want. Okay, first we will see border width. Okay, so this attribute is used to define the width of the border. So they define the width of the border. Second is border style also. So this attribute is used to define the style of the border, which can be dotted, solid, double, rigid or groove. So the border of my style should be, see here I am writing one border is in the dotted figure and other should be in the straight line form. Border color also. So this attribute defines the color of your color of your water. Okay, see these things I am adding, breath and everything is the same one. Here I am writing my text should be in this color, red color, and my background should be in the blue color. Here I am writing the and the content should be the same one which is shown in the previous one, but here I want it in the green color. My border should be in the green color, and the style of that, and other should be the dotted one. The first one should be dotted one and it should be green color. Can you see the difference between frame A and frame B? This is how we can create a frame, tables, and linking or links in the HTML program. Clear? Now by this chapter, this HTML is over. Okay, so that's all, my dear learners, for this class. Thank you so much, my dear learners, for watching this video. Have a good day. Revise this chapter. I will meet you in the next class. Till then, bye-bye.